Gonzalez set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor,
5 yards on the game's first play.
He was
Second
down by DeForest Buckner.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's pretty good success. And we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Clifton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Clifton's pass intended for
Brandon, we saw these defenders
Campbell.
flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. He's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example.
Right,
got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw
at
on
the
2nd down.
34-yard line.
Callahan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chambers.
Callahan
Good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Callahan over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Number 89.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Clifton. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow.
Take over first and 10.
They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried by number 22.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Made by
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
Then he'll give it here to his running back.
45-yard line.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the
Number
41.
22, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming to you. Hey, 96.
Off play action. Callahan. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Jets 7, Colts nothing.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 96. Come on. Right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Now, this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a third and 14. Operating from the gun. Clifton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
31's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Go. 31's the mic.
Now Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Clifton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Jets take over.
He may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But
and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, one from each conference, that question becomes who's hot, who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs.
A gain of a yard.
Last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Clifton. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10
Let's just
at
call
the
it what it is.
35-yard
This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
His throw incomplete.
Callahan's pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Any day. Out, 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 out. 18 Cardinal. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, 96 is coming.
On third down, Callahan. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Here's the option.
Tighten up, tighten up.
He pitches it out. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
4 yards.
That one 28 yards on the ground. He covered a lot of ground. Great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check.
Operating from the gun. Callahan got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic.
Throwing on first down. Clifton. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Clifton's
and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They're running it. Check 3. Check.
From the gun, Clifton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Go. Go. 31's the mic. I got him.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Clifton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Colts.
So we've come to halftime after a very... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Colts, nothing.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play.
Forced to the ground,
what you need
incomplete.
is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
To throw again, Callahan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Take over first.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to put their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 4th down, Clifton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 22 yards.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Jonathan Taylor, the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
His kick is
Gonzalez good on the extra point.
Makes
and
the
that
score
will extend this big
35.
lead.
Colts nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down at
I'd
the
say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down. Clifton firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Clifton's pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York ready to go again offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Jets.
11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15 14. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
15-yard line.
Oh, that's what will warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Watch the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. Pass incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Jets on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Now handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The kick is
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the
25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
So many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of
5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Double dog, that's the way.
From the gun, Clifton. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 6 yards.
The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Clifton. The toss is completed to Pittman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 39-yard punt for on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Baker Mayfield,
a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 11.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
19,
From the gun, Clifton. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating from the gun, Clifton.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're going for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
31's the mic. Exit.
Throwing again, Clifton. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
31's the mic.
From the gun, Clifton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile,